Hey guys, it's Brian Lumler from McDoffer Games. I'm here today, just received my box for Magnus Rex, the crowd sale that ended in mid-December, and I'm excited to open this up and show it to you guys real quickly. We've got some deluxe components in here, new box format that I'm interested to see, so let's jump right into it. Alright, let's see what we have. So, this is our new box. This is the base components are in here. If you order the deluxe version alone, it comes with the larger Pro box. So this is the normal box. And then these are some of the deluxe components that I added on to my sale. So let's just look at the box a little closer. That's the new artwork, and then just some side panels. Really happy with the look of this box. So let's get the rest of the components out. So these are the rest of the deluxe components. These are all chipboard components, both for all the tokens and components, and then some ice cube markers for some of the border identification on your map. And then again, these are all of the new map tiles, exactly the same maps that are in the base game, except they're all chipboard rather than the lighter cardstock. So let's get into the base game first. Open that up, show you some of the components there. So with the base game, we have 64 individual map tiles. These are all printed on cardstock. Again, exactly the same artwork and design as the deluxe ones, just a cheaper option if that's where you want to go. These are all chipboard city and building tokens in here, I believe. So I'll just look at a few of those. So you have all of your city tokens, your buildings, and so on. And then here are all of our tech cards, event cards, and Magnuses. So if you've played the game before, that will ring a bell with you, but the backs and then the front sides, pull up a few of the event cards, and then here's an example of some of the technology cards with card backs and card fronts. Very well done. I've always been impressed with the quality of these cards for such small. These are all micro-sized cards, so the tolerances are very fine on these, but they usually do a really good job of getting everything with the correct offset. Rarely do I have an issue with it. It's very cosmetic if there is one. So anyway, those are all of the tech cards. And next are the unit shards, or the units. And these are also a cardstock token, so they just sit down in. Get an example of some knights. There's a good example of the knight unit in the medieval era, and they just sit down into all of our miniature stands. Like thus. And then in the rest of this baggie, we have the rest of the miniature stands. Should be 8 per faction, so 8 mini stands in each color. Some dice. The deluxe components also come with more dice, which we'll get to later. But this is the comes with a D6, D10, D12, and D20 in the base game. And again, all of the minis stands, and then one blank die that's going to be your harvest die. So one of the other components are some stickers that just peel off and go on the custom die. It becomes your harvest die in gameplay. So I'll just affix one side, one icon. It's the science icon. And then we also have 4 faction mats for the 4 factions in the base game, which are England, Rome, France, and Russia. And then finally all of the resource and barbarian tokens, which you use to track your resources and place on the map as well. These are all, again, a cardstock material. Lots and lots of tokens, as you can see. Also in there are your flag tokens. These are used to identify your borders on your map. So all of these resource tokens and all of the map tokens, which I showed you earlier, these cardstock cards, are replaced in the Deluxe Edition, which again I ordered those, which is everything in this baggie along with the cardstock component, or the chipboard components. So all of these ice cubes, and I believe that there's 30 or 40 per player per color. These would replace your flags. So rather than placing a flag token on the map, you would use an ice cube. Just a little higher quality, a little easier to grasp and easier for pickup and cleanup at the end of your game. So again, those are all of your ice cubes. And then the other deluxe components are all of your resources. So these are all a chipboard material, so they're much thicker, easier to pick up on the map, easier to see, and so I found it really helps with put away. These are much higher quality material, but I just had 2 options for price. If you want to go with just the entry-level game, it's completely playable. Played it that way myself for probably the first 2 years of having Magnus around. So those are the components, the smaller components. I'll show you real quickly the difference between the cardstock and the chipboard map tiles. So these are all punch-out components. They have a little nib on each tile. You just punch those right out, and they come off really clean. The only thing I'll say with all of these, because they're laser cut, you'll need to just wipe each side of these down with a damp paper towel, and that'll take all of, there's a little bit of soot residue that you'll find. It's not a huge issue at all, but so that's the cards, and these are really high quality cards. They lay very smoothly. Again, not a lot of offset, but that's the difference between the base edition and the deluxe. The chipboard map tiles tend to not get jostled on your game surface as easily. The map will stay really cohesively together as you play. So anyway, that's my unboxing video. Some things I have coming up with Magnus Rex. We are going to be releasing some new artwork for all of the units, some new original artwork that I've been working with an artist on. And we also have a 6-player expansion coming with a huge map. This is a 4-player map with the base game and the deluxe version. I'm currently working on finishing the finishing touches on a 6-player enormous 108 tile map. So be looking for that in the next few months. So again, thanks for watching my unboxing. This is Brian with Gamecrafter Games.